Testing one, two, three. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is Engineer Masood Akhtar Kiani, and today we have technical session number 139. Our subject is general field material. We will discuss step by step the engineering field, general field, suitable field, structural field. After completion, all of this, another two session, it will be more clear concept. But before going ahead, I would like to request you to subscribe the video, like it, share it in order to reach the next video with the easy access. So the general film material, there is so many conception about the general film material. It can be excavated material can be used or not used or borrowed selection. First of all, we will take the material and test it and test all the parameter and to analyze where this material coming uh, in sequence, what is the status of this material. If it is a light material, we can contaminate and treat with the another material, black sand and percentage of black sand, or add some gravel or whatever it is. It can be analyzed by the chief data. So here we will discuss about the material and the testing and what are the parameters it should be comply, and how we will use as an engineering field, as a general field, as a structural field, and as a suitable field. There are so many different names, but the composition of material is the same we will discuss. So the fill mean the pullouts which the replace portion of the surface of our dry land and which changes the bottom of elevation and the surface water for the any purpose. Fill material mean the deposits in accordance with the specification from any classes specified in the order to build a earthwork construction and the general filling level up to the finish level and whatsoever is required. The contractor shall obtain the fill material from the source approved by the project manager or the consultant and the engineers whatsoever give the name. Fill material mean the soil, rocks, sand, waste of any kinds of the other material that displace soil or the water reduce retention potential, whatever it is. Fill material shall consist of the clean, suitable, naturally occurring material free from the toxic pollutants in other than the trace quantity. Though the fill material is a process remeasuring the replace and the soil to remove during the excavation foundation from the foundation, ground bearing slabs and the other ground sources in order to support the structures and the protect the foundation and all the parts substructure of the slabs, roadways, walkways and the other ground elements it should be used by these materials. What are the requirements of the backfilling material? Backfill material is a replaced uniform the layer to exceed 8 inch but compacted minimum 95%, but according to the specification requirement and the working drawings approval conditions. The maximum dry density should comply with the ASTM 698, the proper moisture content specified in the geotechnical codes, the material and the class of the material, which class is coming. So fill that the material which is filled in depression of the hole and the ground under the artificial changes, the elevation of the real property, it should be filled with a approved fill material. So what is the work procedure for the filling using the excavator fill in the mix and mixing with the open space and testing the to get the actual strengths and the actual condition of the test. So what are the tests for this one? The standard reference is D1557. This is a method of the laboratory compaction characteristics of the soil using modified effort as a uh, for the different types of the physical testing, which is the CV analysis, Atterberg limit, Proctor test, and the modified or the standard CBR should be above 20 in filling the area compaction as per the project specification. So the master relation classification should be comply with the BS 1377 Atterberg Levert cohesive classification BS 1377 part 2. A particular size also, this is acceptable classification BS 1377 part 2A. MCV cohesion and the acceptability condition is the BS 1377 part 2. And the maximum dry density also PS 1377 part 2. CVR value is also a stabilized classification 1377 part 2 also. It can be as a ASTM also, but just I am giving the example. So what are the parameters required? Triaxial also acceptability, suitability, BS standard reference BS 1377 part 2. Chemical test also the acceptability and the BS 1377 part 2. Relationship testing acceptability BS 1377 part 2. So the let us keep away the engineering field. This we will discuss in next topic. But today the general field and the structural field and the suitable field we will discuss this one. Structural field, it will be filled around the structures and its material should be comply with the suitable parameters. And the general fill also it is used for the formation also it should be also having the comply with the suitable parameters also. And the suitable fill also it is generally for the embankment and the structural fill and also the filling below the subgrade and whatever it is. So all of this one, the particular size, the size of the material should be comply with the 1377 part 2 also. The CV analysis, it's the maximum size is 20 passing and it will be go to up to the 0, and the dust content is minimum 12%, it should be above. And MDD maximum dry density, it should be uh, greater than 1.75 or 1.8 uh, kg per cubic meter. And also PI limit also it is for the backfilling, and this it can be about the 6% and maximum up to the 15% PI it can be considered in the backfilling. And so these are the parameters. And the sedimentation which is also comply with the relevant standard formation and consolidation, and all of this test it should be considered at the time of the soil investigation, and it should be studied that what's the chemical test and the consolidation, and what is the cohesion status of this one, and what is the soil classification. uh, so these are the mostly general field, suitable field, and the structural field. This is almost the same material, and these are the parameters, the dust content, and the civil analysis comply 1377 or the ASTM also, and also MDD and uh, CBR should be greater than 20. And all of these parameters, once it is comply, we can use this one. And even then, we can use also the addition and the contamination of the other material as per the required if it is need somewhere to under structure or some pavement area is below, is we can also treat this material as more strong. So this is not the suggestion that general fill and all of this fill, and if it is excavated to the nearest site, we will throw out and bring all other material from the new borrow pit. So, if there is excavated material near source and it can be used in a very near and economically, it will be very controllable, and also we can use this one as a preliminary. We make all the tests and just study these tests, and if it is required the contamination and make the dense material, we can make this and retest also, and also we can use this one and give the recommendation to use. But based on the technical study and also our comprehensive decision and all of this deep knowledge about the area of the excavation and where it was, what was the history of this material. So this is the general fill, suitable fill, and backfill material description. And in next video, we will see each other with another subject. So thank you very much and have a nice day.